Hello everyone, it's Nadie, and today we're testing out some of the e.l.f. Mint Melt collection. As you beautiful people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. Oh, my little mint muffins, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world, you're having a divine day so far. I myself am doing wonderful. I'm actually kind of really stoked to test this out, mainly because I want to smell this so bad. I've not opened these up yet. I have no idea if they have a smell too. Maybe let's see. No, nothing. But that's okay. If I had it my way, I probably wouldn't want to put peppermint on my eyes. Anyways, all I ordered from this collection were the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer and the two little quads. I actually didn't know they had more to the collection until I was on Trend Mood's website just a few minutes ago. So this is what we have. That's totally fine. I am going to keep these looks very, very simple and do one palette per eye. But also, didn't ColourPop just come out with something very similar to this? In fact, wasn't it named like Mint Melt? Hold on, let me Google this. Oh, no, it was called Mint to Be. Wait, did we review that? Do I fucking have that palette and here I am going on about it? Okay, I legit cannot remember. But just looking at the picture from ColourPop, these actually don't look very similar at all. They probably complement each other really well, but they're totally different. But in addition to these, they also have a few shadow sticks, which retail for $5. These each were, I believe, $4. Not too shabby at all. And then this cool bitch retails for $8. That I was actually a little bit surprised about because that's kind of high for e.l.f. But according to e.l.f.'s website, this has 4.4 out of 5 stars. Not too bad, but let's look at the lowest and the highest ratings. Okay, so the lowest rating is 2 stars, and they say they have other items from e.l.f. in the smaller pans, and this one was just okay. They tend to come off a little bit chalky and wear differently than they look in the pan. Okay. And then the other reviews are all 5 stars, which say they're easy to apply, great value, they're lightweight, long lasting, very versatile. We love a versatile queen. They don't really look that chalky just sitting in the pans. If anything, I could see this minty one being kind of chalky, but also that's the color of mint. It's like me, it's a little bit washed out. Oh wait, no, that's washed up. Just kidding, we love a little self-deprecation. Better than self-defecation. All right, well, for the most part, the reviews were kind of on the glowing side, so I'm really excited to swatch and do a look with these little bitches. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. And here we have both palettes swatched. Honestly, they're both pretty. However, the Mint to Be palette, this one down here, doesn't really look quite as good as this one with the browns. And I think it's more so the shimmers. They were really fucking chunky, not the easiest to pick up to swatch. But then this chocolate mint palette, it swatches like palettes that are 3 or 4 times what I paid for this. So I'm happy with these, but I don't really love this palette so far. But I do think that for the most part, they're pretty good quality for only being $1 per pan. Let's just dive right into our look here. Oh, I'm so excited to use this. God, it's like my bed sheets in high school. But they say apply evenly to face prior to makeup application. Once applied, wait 30 seconds before applying makeup. Use clean phalanges to pat product into the skin. The warmth of your fingers will help the product melt into your skin for an even application. That's what the fuck we're gonna do then. Come on. Oh, ooh, totally not what I thought it was gonna look like. I thought it was gonna be creamy for some reason. It smells like toothpaste. No, I'm not gonna taste that. Okay, just for good measure, let's do a second pump. Honestly, though, it looks like sanitizer. Oh, man, no. Oh, that smells so good once it's on the face. I think I need another pump, like it all sunk into my hands. It smells exactly like a mint chocolate chip ice cream cone. Oh, yes. Ugh. I'm on a health journey and this is the closest I'll get to actual ice cream. It doesn't feel cooling though at all. Like, did I not apply enough? Oh, wait. It's starting to tingle. Oh. I think we might just have to try this elsewhere later. I'm just gonna go in with a little teeny bit more because I can feel bald spots on my face. This stuff dries very, very quickly. Ooh, but very, very tacky. This feels excellent on the skin. It didn't leave it like silicone-y and slippery. There we go. All right, we wait. Time is up. This feels really, really nice on my face. For foundation, I'm just gonna keep it extremely simple today and going with my CoverGirl Simply Ageless in 240 Natural Beige. Is it my shade? No, we're not gonna use this, never mind. I think she might be a little bit on the expired side. So instead, let's go in with this ColourPop Pretty Fresh in 20B4. And I just ordered this little stipple foundation brush from e.l.f., so I'm gonna try it. Damn, that looks awfully yellow. It looks so peach there, why? Let's see how she blends out. Oh, shit. Just keep stippling this over that primer. This is actually a pretty nice brush. I think it was only like $4. And this is actually sliding around with that primer. I don't know what's happening. I mean, it looks okay. It's just sliding around and not sticking. Wonder if I should try a different foundation. Oh wait, I think this is water-based. I should use a water-based foundation then. Ooh, yeah, because I don't like that. Normally I love the way this stuff looks on my skin, so let's stop while we're ahead and start the fuck over. Just gonna wipe this off with a clean makeup eraser that only has water on it. Clean the brush off too, because I do want to give this a try. And round 2. Also, I found that putting a pump or two in your hand and then dotting it around your face and then working it in, you can get much more coverage and use way less product. Oh wow, this is so sticky. Feels similar to like when you take a glue stick and put it on your hand and then it's got that tackiness for a long time, or other liquids that resemble glue. Oh, I really want to test this with my Dior backstage. Fuck it, let's try it. We can always wipe this off yet again. All right, well, once more, here we go. Nope, that's not sticking either. I don't know if the Dior one is maybe silicone based. That's why it's not sticking. Oh, okay, this one is by EVXO. This is the Peekaboo Liquid Mineral Foundation in the shade Desert Sand. Totally not my color, but let's try this on the other side. Oh my goodness, no. I wonder if it's this brush, because it legit just is not sticking down. Like, you can see it pulling away from my skin. I'm gonna try this one last time and not use that brush. We're gonna start the fuck over again. I'm gonna be through this whole tube of primer before I even figure out what the hell works with it. All right, so now I have a wet Juno sponge. These are velvet. I fucking love these. Let's try that ColourPop one again, because maybe that brush was just ass. No, it still doesn't really want to stick. It's not as bad, and I made extra sure to apply some right there so that it would totally stick, but it's not as bad, so I just kind of think that brush might be a little shitty. But yeah, it still kind of wants to pull up right there for some reason, but on the rest of my face, it looks pretty good. I think on the other side, I'm gonna use a different foundation though. Let's go in again with that EVXO, and I'm gonna use the clean side of this. That is doing the exact same thing. Huh, well, there is that. So I like the way the primer feels on my face, but I don't love the actual product. I don't know why it's doing that, because it did feel very, very tacky. But just to cover up the rest of my face, I'm gonna mix those two foundations and lightly go over everything. Very confused about this whole situation. Also, ROTFL at this color. It is not mine. Not even gonna bring up the match-o-meter for this, because this is just shameful. But also, I'm pretty sure these foundations definitely oxidized on my skin, which I've never really had happen before with these, so that might be the primer. I don't know. But we're gonna continue. I don't even know if you can see it, but just around this area, right at the base of my nose, it's kind of pulling away and it's already separating, like it won't stay put. And everywhere else on my face, it's just all right. Like, I probably wouldn't reach for this primer again, but it did feel very, very sticky, so I'll keep using it. Also, I think I keep getting darker and darker by the minute. In fact, I know I am, because what's on my hand does not match me anymore. I just keep getting more and more like a carrot. Awful. Okay, if anybody's gotten this primer and knows how to make it work, please do tell. And for concealer, I'm just gonna go in with my Hourglass. The good thing about oxidizing is now I can actually highlight with this. Normally it's too deep for me. Then with some Fenty Beauté powder, I'm gonna go ahead and press this underneath my eyes. Oh my god, this is the messiest stuff in the world. But we'll place that right down there, and then I'm gonna lightly set the rest of my face with it too, with a powder brush. Oh god, it's not dusting away. What the hell? Oh my god, this shit totally stained my skin. Oh my god. What the hell? Jeez Louise. I feel like I just rubbed chalk under my eyes. Do you see that? I can tell everybody. Okay, well that was only my second time using that product, and I can safely say I am not a fan. However, I can't fairly judge because I did apply that with a damp sponge like I do with other powders, but maybe that just doesn't fuck with this very well. So I'll give this another try, but whew, that scared me for a second. Talk about cake face. All right, so let's prime the eyes. I think to help these colors really pop, I'm gonna go in with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas like I always do, but this time in white. And let's go ahead and dip into this. I think we'll start with this and just blend this all along the crease line back and forth. I'm not gonna do like some super huge magical look today. Just gonna keep it simple, but let's keep blending this out. This is my second dip, and automatically it kind of wants to change colors. It's turning the slightest bit splotchy, but also darker. So that's not cool, but otherwise it's blending out pretty effortlessly. It just needs built up quite a bit, which is fine. I mean, this was only $4, but I don't know if you can see the difference of color on my eye. Right now, it resembles more like this darker shade. It just instantly transformed the moment I put it on my eye, and the primer was completely dry. It was still tacky, but it was set. So I don't love that. However, it's blending out. Like, you can definitely work with it, but this formula to me is very reminiscent of the earlier e.l.f. days, like when you'd get 100 shadows for 10 bucks. Still though, if you keep blending it out, I think you can get a decent look. So I'm fine with this. Maybe kind of. Ugh, she's rough looking. All right, let's try deepening this up a little bit. I'm gonna take a clean brush and dip into this deepest shade, and let's start it right here on the outer corner. Ooh, that one's got a little bit of a punch to it. Unfortunately though, it looks almost exactly like what I just blended out. So I'm not gonna put on a ton of it. I'm just gonna kind of stipple it right here on the outer corner and then press it into my eye socket and bring it towards the front. I think this is one of those palettes where even if I did want to get super creative, like a Nikki Tutorials style look, I don't know that I could with this. But don't get me wrong, like, you can totally work with this and bust out some looks, but sometimes it's just a little bit more beneficial to spend a little bit more and get better quality. So yeah, there is that. Let's go ahead and apply these shimmers. I think I want this green to be most of the inner eye, so let's place that right there. Ooh, that's sticking down pretty nicely. I like that. This is just with one dip, and I think that looks lovely. Then let's take this kind of highlighty shade and place it right on the inner corner. Oh, this is so hard to do with your fingers. Oh, shit, I got it all on my lower lash. Fuck. Okay, this isn't gonna work, so I'm gonna take it with a brush and try to highlight my inner corner right here. Oh yes, that works much better. Oh, may have gone overboard with that, my bad. But it does seem to want to stick. I think that's a cute little look. And for the lower lash, I'm gonna start by smoking out that first shade. Hopefully it doesn't go everywhere and fly down onto my face, because I do have to keep dipping in. But also this shadow is basically the same color as my foundation, so who really gives a shit? And it's so weird to look at, because the more I dip in and the more I layer it, the deeper and closer to this shade that this gets. It's just very odd, which I actually think somebody said that in the reviews that we read, didn't they? So I'm glad I'm not the only one. Then we'll smudge out a bit of that deeper chocolatey brown. Then I'm also gonna take some of that minty green shimmer and place it right here on the inner part of the eye on the lower lash. Then I'm gonna take a minty green gel liner from ColourPop and line that along the lower waterline. Let's move on to our other eye with this other palette. Let's just do the same shit, different eye. So let's begin with this minty color. And I'm gonna place that all along the crease line, back and forth, and blend it upwards towards the brow. Ooh, she is chalky, but she's also kind of doing the same thing where it's transforming into the color that's next to it. It's just getting quite dark the moment that it hits my eye. Also, I think I'm gonna highlight underneath my brow bone with a little bit on this side. That didn't do anything. Okay, continue with this side. Here is about 4 or 5 dips on my eye. It definitely does have a little bit of pigment to it. You can see it there. It's not the clearest thing ever, but it's also not my favorite. So let's dip into this deeper shade right next to it. Holy fucking kickback. And with this, I'm gonna tap it right here on my outer corner and then slowly work it in towards the inner eye in a stippling motion. And then once it seems like pretty much everything is off the brush, I'm gonna take it in little baby circular motions and blend it upwards. Ooh, that's a pretty color. It's ever so slightly patchy, but it's really not that bad. I don't know why, but this color makes me want to go crochet doilies. However, the color kind of does want to disappear almost instantly. I have had to build this up probably 5 times just to get this. It's like I go in with a little bit more and what I used previously wants to dust away, which is very annoying, but I do still like the way this looks. Like, it's not patchy. It looks good. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing for this side. Let's take this green right here, which didn't really swatch that well. It was very, very chunky, but hopefully it'll stick on the eye. Let's put it right there. Ooh, that's really pretty. Even though she is a little bit of a chunky monkey, I think I like this green more than the other palette's green. It's like we could have taken shades out of both of them and just made one really good palette versus 2 semi-okay palettes. But that is so pretty. I love that. Just gonna tap it all over my little eyeball here. And then I'll take some of this silvery green shade on a brush. Let's tap that right on the inner part of the eye to highlight it. Woof, daddy. It's so chunky that it's really not doing a great job at sticking down, but it's still really pretty where it is sticking down. But like, the fallout is massive. I need a brush. Oh god, brushing it away made it even worse. I don't know if you can see all that, but whew, Okay, it doesn't look like that's leaving, so let's just press that into place so it really stays. And then let's do the same as the other eye and blend these two mattes on the lower lash. And then once again, let's give it a little minty line. Oh my god, my liner, it keeps growing. This eye keeps watering like fuck. All of the shimmer from this eye is just going into my eye and it's so irritated. And it's making my liner bleed even more and more, so it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Y'all, I'm sorry, this eye is fine, but I'm not even gonna finish up with like contour and lashes and stuff because I can give you my final verdict for this collection. Okay, so these palettes, they're $4. They're worth $4. I think they're better together than they are separately because they kind of turn into the same colors. At least these two do. And then this minty one wants to turn into this. So you really only get one matte and two shimmers. The shimmers are good if you can get them to adhere. You probably want them to stick to something very, very sticky, even a glitter glue, because this eye is just so fucking irritated from them. But also, I do think they're really pretty. Like, you can totally get these to work. They just aren't my favorite thing. Like, I don't think I'd ever reach for these again. But I think together you could easily rock like maybe 2 or 3 different looks. Although looking at these eyes, they do look very, very similar. Like, the only difference is that this one is a little bit more green. So yeah, I don't love them. They just exist. And then this primer, I tried this with 3 or 4 different foundations. How many did I try this with? I don't know, but normally those foundations look amazing on my skin. Like, they are my tried and trues. And with this, they just don't look that great. Like, I definitely do have a lot of foundation on my face, but it literally just wipes the fuck off of my face, which I'm very confused about because when I was applying the foundation, the primer is very, very sticky and tacky. So maybe you just need to use it with certain kind of foundations, but none of the ones that I did really worked with this. And I have great primers that do work with those products. So I don't know that I care for this other than the smell. It might be good as an eye primer, but it's mint and it's cooling, so be careful. The other products, truthfully, might be the bombdiggity.com, but these ones that we tested today, it's kind of a pass for me. They're not great, they're not bad, but honestly, within the last 15 minutes, this eye has turned kind of splotchy, at least with a shimmer. Like, it seems as though it's dusting away in certain parts. Even the matte looks a little bit more dull. So I don't think this collection was meant for me. But you never know, you may end up liking it. Please let me know down in the comments below if you tried anything from this collection. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Either way, it's totally okay. But there you go. Thank you so much for being here. I've loved having you. And if you'd like to support me and my channel a little bit more, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/poplux. There you get videos a day early, you get Patreon only content, plus best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.